Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I watched the Qatar Grand Prix today and it was Lewis Hamilton who won. Big congratulations to Lewis. I actually missed qualifying yesterday because I've just been extremely busy, but I know he did get pole in qualifying and he won the race today. He's had a really solid weekend, faultless performance, and he has really now narrowed that gap that Max still leads, but now it's down to 8 points. So well done to Lewis. And it was Max Verstappen who came second. So although I missed qualifying, I am aware that Max had got that second position in qualifying, but due to a yellow flag infringement, he was given a 5-place grid penalty, which pushed him back to 7th place. I have to say he did a really good job in the opening laps of the Grand Prix to try and work his way up to 2nd place, and it was nice to see those overtakes. And last time we seen Lewis do them, this time Max. Max didn't have that many to do in comparison to Lewis, but it was a good watch, and he got 2nd position, and he even managed to steal the fastest lap of Lewis, so that was an extra point. And who knows, the winner of this year, the difference could just be a point, so these points are very crucial. So I'm sure, I have to say, Max will be pleased with this weekend. The word choice that was used most commonly associated with Max was damage limitation, and that is exactly what he did this weekend. And as I've said, yeah, good job. And it was Fernando Alonso who came third. I have to say I was very pleased with Fernando coming third, making it to the podium. They were saying that last time he was in the podium was in 2014, very long time ago. So I'm sure he really enjoyed it there, and he deserves it, especially in an Alpine. And I'm sure, although we know that the penalties that Max and Bottas, I'm sure Bottas also incurred grid penalty because of the yellow flag, that really came in his favour. And also at the end of the race, when the yellow flag came as well, we had Perez just behind him, and he possibly could have overtaken him, but you know what, Alonso did a great job in managing the tyres, and when he was on the podium, it really brought a smile to my face. I enjoyed watching him on the podium, and he's 40 years old, so that's actually pretty cool. It was Sergio Perez who got that 4th position. He started from 11th, and finishing 4th is actually a really good result, and a good result for Red Bull because they are precious points that they really needed in terms of constructors. So that was a job well done. And it was Esteban Ocon who got 5th position. So a big congrats to Alpine. They had a great day today. And do you know what? I like seeing these smaller teams, do well, because we don't always see it. And yeah, makes me happy. And it was Lance Stroll who got that 6th position. I guess that's good points for Aston Martin, but I'm kind of glad that he beat Vettel, because as you are aware, I'm like a Vettel fan, so yeah, I'm always going to support him over his teammate. But yeah, I guess it's good for the team. And then it was Carlos Sainz who got that 7th position. Carlos came 7th, and then it was Charles Leclerc who came 8th. These Ferraris, apparently, I think in the last 3 races, they've been, in terms of points, they've just been one after the other. So they're actually very close. And I think in terms of, the drivers' points, I think it's really close between, Lando's leading right now. I think it's Lando, then it's Charles, and then it's Sainz. So between these 3 drivers, it's really close. In terms of who do I want to come on top, I would want Lando. Although, do you know what? I want Lando to come on top between these 3 drivers, and then I want Leclerc, and then Sainz. And then it was Lando Norris who got that 9th position. We've seen the tyres just fail with the punctures, and I think it probably was a good call by McLaren. There all clearly must have been something up with the car for them to bring him in. I mean, he was like quite higher up, but then again, if they didn't call him in and then something happened, they would have had no points. And you know what I mean, where's Ricardo? So I think that was a good call. I mean, some points better than none. And then it was Sebastian Vettel who got that 10th position, and he managed to snatch that last point that was available on the grids. And it was Pierre Gasly who came in 11th. Oh, that was actually quite going. So Pierre actually started from 2nd position, and you know, I was really hoping for him to, you know, make it to the podium. You know, I am a big fan of Pierre, and it was just unfortunate they went for the 2-stop, but maybe it was a good idea because of everything that we've seen with the tyres. But it's a shame he didn't get any points. That's really unfortunate. And it was Daniel Ricciardo who came in 12th position. So I don't know what's happening with Ricciardo. He started the season off like very shaky, and then he managed to, you know, start driving a bit more decent and actually get points. And now at the end of the season, he's just like gone down that curve again. But hopefully he's got 2 more races. He can try and bring it back and manage to get some points for the team. Okay, I'm just going to quickly run through the rest of the grid. So 13th position was claimed by Yuki Tsunoda. 14th was Kimi Räikkönen. 15th it was Antonio Giovinazzi. 16th Mick Schumacher. 17th George Russell. I mean, we've seen what happens with George's tyre. I mean, his race was automatically compromised. And 18th it was Nikita Mazepin who took that last position. So there were 2 drivers who were unable to finish the race due to the tyre puncture. One of them being Nicholas Latifi. I mean, for Nicholas, this happened near the end of the race, and that's when we got the yellow flag, and that really went in favour towards Max. And the other driver, who also was the first driver actually to suffer from that tyre puncture, was Valtteri Bottas. I mean, Bottas had a really tricky weekend, so he did a solid job in qualifying, and then he got that 3 grid place penalty, so then he started the race from 6th. And when he didn't have the best of starts, and then he was quite behind, and he did manage to work his way back up, I have to say, but then he just got that puncture, so that was really, it was just a really unfortunate event for Valtteri, and it was also a shame for Mercedes because they were not able to get any points via him. And I think the gap for constructors has just become a lot closer now, and also Valtteri was unable to maybe try and steal that fastest lap off Max as well. So yeah, hopefully he's only got 2 more races left, and I'm hoping they'll be a lot better his last 2 races with Mercedes. Okay guys, I'm just going to wrap up this video. We've only got 2 races left on the calendar. I have to say this year has brought a lot of drama, and I think in comparison to last year, Lewis had actually had it all wrapped up by now. So I'm glad that this year is actually going to go hopefully right down to the wire in Dubai. And you know, we have this fight at the front between Lewis and Max, but you also need to be aware in the midfield it's very tight, you know, and everyone's going to be competing to get the highest points and also competing for constructors. So that's going to be exciting stuff. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in 2 weeks time in Saudi Arabia.